Morning to all of you. Uh, Today we will discuss about the story of the Silk Route. So, the story of the Silk Route is the rich, glossy color of silk as well as its smooth texture make it a highly valued fabric in most societies. Making silk is a complicated process. So basically, देखो जो silk है, it is very making to a complicated process. It is not too easy to making a silk. But silk has to be extracted from cocoons of silkworms. So at first, जो raw material है, it will be uh, extracted from cocoons of silkworm and spun into thread and then woven into cloth. Techniques of making silk were first invented in China around 7,000 years ago. So it is invented in China around 7,000 years ago, and while the methods remain are closely guarded secret or for thousands of years. Some people from China who went to distant land on foot, horseback, and on camels carried silk with them. The paths they followed came to be known as the Silk Route. Sometimes Chinese rulers sent gifts of silk to ruler in Iran and West Asia. So Chinese rulers they sent the silk uh, for the gift or the ruler of Iran and West Asia, and from there the knowledge of silk is spread further west about 2000 years ago. Wearing silk becoming fashion amongst ruler and rich people in Rome. So at first this is spread in the 2000 years ago, and in Rome जो है they were wearing the silk clothes. Okay, it was very expensive and it had to be brought all the way up from China along dangerous routes. Okay, look at map 6. Okay, I will show you the map, which shows the Silk Route and its branches. Some kings tried to control a large portion of the route. This was because they could benefit from taxes, tributes, and gifts that were brought by traders traveling along the route. So basically, they have a route and they have, ki, uh, control of the large portion of the route and forward for taxes, tributes, and gifts that were brought by traders traveling along the route. And in return, they often protected the traders who passed through their kingdom from attack by robbers. So basically, जो robbers होते थे, जो डकैत होते थे, उनसे प्रोटेक्शन के लिए ठीक है ट्रेडर्स को प्रोटेक्शन देते थे वो किंगडम्स. सो बेसिकली उनको वो क्या करते थे गिफ्ट के रूप में सिल्क और सिल्क के क्लोथ्स देते थे. ओके, द बेस्ट नोन ऑफ द रूलर्स हु कंट्रोल द सिल्क रूट वर द कुसानास who rule over Central Asia and Northwest India around 2000 years ago. So basically जो कुसानास हैं, as you will see that this is the very best known rulers who ruled around 2000 years ago, and their two major centers of power were Peshawar and Mathura. ठीक है, तो दो सेंटर जो थे पेशावर एंड मथुरा, Success was also included in their kingdom. During their rule, a branch of the Silk Route extended from Central Asia down to the seaports at the mouth of the river Indus, from where silk was shipped westwards to the Roman Empire. The Kusanas were amongst the earliest rulers of the subcontinent to issue gold coins. These were used by traders along the Silk Road. So basically, as I told you about the gold coins were found in our South India. ठीक है. So basically, this is many archaeological sites have been found these gold coins in South India. So it means there have been traders trading to that वे एट दैट टाइम. ओके, सो बेसिकली ये क्या है कि ट्रेडिंग जो है जो ट्रेडर्स हैं वो ट्रेडिंग करते होंगे. ओके, द स्प्रेड ऑफ बुद्धिज्म. अब देखो द व्हाट मेन थिंग एट दैट टाइम द स्प्रेड ऑफ बुद्धिज्म दैट द मोस्ट फेमस कुशानस रूलर ऑफ कनिष्का हु रूल अराउंड 1900 years ago. ही ऑर्गेनाइज द बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल. ठीक है, तो उन्होंने बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल को क्या क्या ऑर्गेनाइज किया इन 1900 years ago, एंड वर स्कॉलर्स met and discuss important matters. अश्वघोषा a poet who composed a biography of Buddha. तो अश्वघोषा जो है वो कनिष्क का क्या था, इम्पोर्टेंट क्या था, एक पोएट था, एंड who composed a biography of Buddha and the Buddha Bodh Charitra. ठीक है, so that will be known as Bodh Charitra, lived in his court. Ashogosa and other Buddhist scholars now began writing in Sanskrit. A new form, a new form of Buddhism known as Mahayana Buddhism. So basically, there is a Mahayana and Hinayana. There are two बुद्धिज्म के दो पार्ट हो गए थे, स्कैटर्ड फ्रॉम टू पार्ट्स, महायान एंड or Henian. So now developed, this has two distinct features. Earlier, the Buddha's presence was shown in sculpture by using certain signs. For instance, his attempt of enlightenment was shown by sculpture of the people tree. So basically, as you can see that there is a people tree and there is a Buddha who attained the enlightenment. Okay, in Gaya at first. सो बेसिकली वो स्कल्पचर में क्या कर रखा है, दिखा रखा है, ठीक है, जो मूर्तियाँ हैं उसमें दिखा रखा है. ओके, दैट यू कैन सी इन दिस पिक्चर. Now statues of the Buddha were made, many of these were made in Mathura, while others were made in Takshashila. The second change was a belief in Bodhisattva. These were supposed to be person who had attained enlightenment. Once they attained enlightenment, they could live in complete isolation and meditate in peace. So basically देखो, this is very important. बुद्धिज्म और जैनिज्म का जो मेन इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है, इट इज़ टू मेडिकेट, ठीक है, मेडिटेशन, ठीक है, एंड सेल्फ आइसोलेशन. ओके, however, instead of doing that, they remain in the world to teach and help other people. The worship of Bodhisattva become very popular and spread throughout Central Asia, China and later to Korea and Japan. So basically देखो ये spread हुआ कहाँ, सेंट्रल एशिया पे, चाइना एंड लेटर टू कोरिया एंड Japan as well. So basically now present day you can see that countries in like China, Japan and Korea. ठीक है, that you will see there are many people who join the uh, Buddha religion. Okay, so Buddhism also spread to western and southern India, where dozens of caves were hollowed out of hills of monks to live in. So basically, new questions and ideas that in this chapter we have read about the Buddhism, basically monks. So monks basically live in that hollow caves. Okay, and some of these caves were made of the merchants, queens, kings, and farmers as well as. Okay, and these were often located near passes through the Western Ghat. Roads connecting prosperous ports on the coast with cities in the Deccan ran through these passes. Traders probably halted in these cave monastery during their travel. Okay, बुद्धिज्म ऑल्सो स्प्रेड साउथ ईस्टवर्ड. सो साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट में भी क्या बुद्धिज्म का स्प्रेड हुआ टू श्रीलंका, म्यांमार, थाईलैंड एंड other part of the Southeast Asia, including Indonesia. The older from the Buddhism known as uh, Theravada Buddhism was more popular in this area. So basically, Theravada जो Buddhism है, it is very popular at that time. And now presented that you will see कि Myanmar, Roya, Thailand, and Sri Lanka as well as Indonesia. There is also lots of people who join the Buddhism, Buddha religion. Okay, and they are very peaceful person. ठीक है, so at first because the principle of the Buddha that मेडिटेशन इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, तो जो मेडिटेशन है, ठीक है, जो सेल्फ आइसोलेशन है उसकी बात वो करते हैं. ठीक है, सो दैट्स वाई जैसे केरला में है बहुत सारे बुद्धिज्म है, तो वहाँ क्राइम भी क्या है बहुत कम होते हैं. सो दिस इज़ द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. नाउ वी विल रीड द क्वेस्ट ऑफ द पिलग्रिम्स इन अ नेक्स्ट वीडियो. सो तब तक के लिए गुड बाय, हैव अ गुड डे टू ऑल ऑफ यू.